Oh, hello, hello. Welcome back to the channel. It's Kalan, the painting piper. Hope everyone's doing well today. Beautiful day. One thing that gets me about being in here is when people walk by and have the window open and they're just like, yeah, that gets me sometimes. Like, what is it? What do you want? Anyway, you guys know this one of my favorites. Working on this piece right here, which has which is like 2 years old. And it's on watercolor paper. It's an oil painting on watercolor paper. A very different substrate for oil painting. You know, watercolor has been around for centuries. And watercolor paper being used by oil painters kind of got a little bit popular in the late 18th to early 19th century. When you prep it correctly, it's phenomenal. I mean, it is an underrated substrate for oil painters. But today, I wanted to talk about something and do something different. And it was inspired by our good friend Will Bill 196 with the six. A couple of days ago, he did a video and he talked about his favorite hunting movies. And I'll let him explain it a little bit right here.
I have movies that I watch throughout the year, every year, just to sort of you know mark the occasion. It's kind of like in the summertime I watch Jaws and Summer Rental, and that just sort of once I watch that just sort of opens the doorway to summer. So I made a quick little list of my top three fall hunting movies that once I watch them, it just sort of, you know, I don't know, just marks the season. Says, you know, fall and hunting and the great outdoors, that whole thing.
Now, he had three really classic and great movies, and I wanted to do something very similar. Not necessarily in the vein of like hunting, wilderness animal hunting type of movies, but something that just fits under the umbrella of the hunt. Many of you probably already know these, and if not, and you are interested, I hope you take the time and check them out. They're pretty cool. So let's get right into it.
Let me ask you something. What's the most you ever lost in a coin toss?
This is the one for me that is the definition of a modern hunt. Josh Brolin plays a man who already has a lot going on in his life, and he stumbles across drug money out in the desert. And then what follows is a relentless chase, not just for the cash, but for survival. And what I love about this film is how it turns the idea of hunting into something that really hits the lines of morality and things that's just really more existential. The hunter and the hunted quite often swap roles in this film, and by the end, you're like wondering, is anyone really in control? It's a quiet, it's grim, and it's just brilliant. And I really enjoy this one, and I've got to throw it in the hat. No Country for Old Men.
He had an artificial arm. Are you saying that I killed my wife?
Coming in with the next one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I really like this one. I really like this one. You have here something that may not really seem like a hunting movie at first, but trust me, It's one of the best cat and mouse stories ever made. You have Harrison Ford playing the good doctor, who is wrongfully accused of murdering his wife. And it sets all kinds of things into course here. He begins running for his life. We know the terms, I'm out here fighting for my life. This man is literally fighting for his life at every moment in this movie. And he is being pursued by the great Tommy Lee Jones as the relentless Sam Gerard, the infamous U.S. Marshal. Now, both of these men are hunters in their own way. This movie is about justice, it's about determination, and it's about getting to the daggone truth. And the chase never lets up.
Your fugitive's name is Dr. Richard Kimball. Go get him.
And here we have again the great Tommy Lee Jones with Benicio del Toro. And I love this one, guys. I really love this one. And what's so awesome about this movie is that it's no over the top special effects movie. It's bare bones, getting right down to the nitty gritty of a survivalist who is being hunted by his former mentor. And man, there are some amazing scenes in this movie. Great fighting, knife fighting scenes. This is a true, true hunter's delight. The Hunted. So, boom, there you have it. These are my picks, guys. And could probably do more in another extension of this or another version or another part or whatever. There are movies that show that hunting isn't always about the hunt. Sometimes the hunter becomes the hunted. Sometimes it's about survival. Sometimes it's about redemption. Sometimes it's about revenge, and sometimes it's just about finding out what the heck is really going on within yourself. Midway Piper had said before that, he would love to see people, doing more VRs, getting back into different topics that people talk about and, having more of a community dialogue in that type of a fashion. And I like that. So I wanted to do my little part and throw this out there. Hopefully somebody else will jump in and, let us know some of your favorite movies that are either about hunting or like, kind of like these fit under the umbrella of the hunt. Catch you in the next one, guys. Thank you for watching. Take care. Be blessed. Keep them lit. Peace.